Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking to you about a dupe that you can find for the Urban Decay Electric Palette that is $10. So I actually found this dupe. It's available specifically at Walgreens, or I should say exclusively at Walgreens. And it is the Wet n Wild Havana Nights, I believe, palettes are what they're called. So I say that it's $10 because in order for you to get the same colors that are in the Urban Decay palette, you're going to need both of these. And these are under $5. So I think with tax, it ran me about $10.50, I believe it was. So not too bad. The colors are very bright, just like in the Urban Decay palette. And the only thing is that you're not going to be able to, so I can give you swatches to show you what it looks like. However, these don't have names, so I'm just kind of going with whatever the palette is. This palette is called Temporary Solutions. So it has like this nice orange and red and white. And then this one, High Flying Colors, I believe, is what's on the top of this one. And this one has like your silvers and blues and purples. So again, very nice color palettes there. There's a couple of colors in these ones that are not in the Urban Decay, such as the red and the white, and I believe the yellow. This one, you have very, very bright colors as well. I did do my makeup with both palettes on my eyes so that you can kind of just see what the difference is. I did both eyes. Forgive me, I'm not a makeup artist, so of course, you know, there probably will be flaws if you're looking at my makeup application, but whatever. Just wanted to show you actually what it looks like. So I used, this is the Urban Decay eye. So on this eye is Sunburn, which is on top, I believe that's what this one is called. Sorry, Slow Burn. And then I used Chaos and Gonzo, kind of like a mixture down here on the water, underneath the waterline. And then I used the Revolt as kind of the accent eye right there. So that's the Urban Decay Electric Palette eye. And then on this side is the Wet n Wild side. These ones do not have names. You can kind of tell a tiny bit of difference down here. The Gonzo is not exactly precise to the one that's on the Urban Decay, but pretty close for a dupe. So that's how I did the makeup. So pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the swatches. Okay, so these are the swatches that I could fit on my hand. So right here, you have the Revolt, which is Urban Decay, on this side, and then the Wet n Wild. Then we have Chaos, that's Urban Decay, Wet n Wild. Then we have Gonzo, and then the which is the Urban Decay, and then the Wet n Wild. So those ones are kind of similar, but not exactly a match. This is what I have on my eye, which is the Wet n Wild. And then this is the Urban Decay Slow Burn. This is all from just swiping my finger just once. You can kind of tell here that it's a little cakey. It's not really as smooth as the Urban Decay. Next, you have this is Savage from Urban Decay. This is the Wet n Wild. Next you have Fringe from Urban Decay and Wet n Wild. You can see that there is a slight difference there as well. This one is the Urban Decay. This one is the Wet n Wild. And then next you have the Urban, which is a purple from Urban Decay right here. That's the Wet n Wild. And then lastly, you have your Freak. And then the Freak is right here. And then that's the Wet n Wild one. So again, there's a slight difference. There isn't an exact match to the Urban Decay's There isn't an exact match to the Urban Decay's Jilted or Thrash. And Jilted is kind of a deeper purple, and then Thrash is kind of like a neon green. So overall, I'd say that that's a pretty good dupe for about $10. The Urban Decay palette will run you $49 before taxes. So if you feel as though that you want something that is bright for the summer, this is a great palette for you, the Wet n Wild one. Both, I believe, will pretty much last you a long time. You do have to pack on more color of the Wet n Wild. The pigmentation is good. However, you do have to pack on a little bit more of it to get that bright pigmentation. I will say that all of those all of the swatches were done with a primer. So there was a primer. And when I did my makeup, I have the Urban Decay primer potion on both eyes. So that way you can really see what it would look like with a primer as well. And you can see the colors more vividly than if I were to do it without a primer. One thing that I will say about the Urban Decay palette is that there are, I believe, 4 colors that are not FDA approved here in America. They are approved in Europe and in Australia. However, I haven't had any issues with using them around my eyes. The colors that aren't FDA, and they're not really considered eyeshadows. They're called I think they're called like pigments, or I can't remember right now, so I'll put it down there. But the colors that are not FDA approved are the Slow Burn, the Jilted, Urban, and I believe the Savage. And then with the Wet n Wild, all of those are FDA approved here over in America. Another thing that I would say as well is that I kind of like the Urban Decay a little bit more because it does have that glitter, a little bit of glitter in there in the colors. The Wet n Wild does not. But another thing that I kind of liked about the Wet n Wild is that you do have the white, you have the red, and you have a couple of more different shades of blue as well. So overall, again, I think that this is a great dupe for those who are looking for those bright colors for this summer. And again, you cannot beat $10. Keep in mind though that those palettes are limited edition. They can only be bought at Walgreens, I believe, in like smaller corner stores if you don't have a Walgreens around you, but I know that Walgreens is definitely carrying them. It's not going to be like a CVS or anything like that. So check out Walgreens. It is limited time, so if you really want to check those out, then I suggest going to your nearest Walgreens. I had to go to 3 Walgreens down here in order to find the actual palettes that I was looking for. So I hope this is very helpful, and I can't wait to see what colors you guys rock during this summertime. Tag me on Instagram if you guys do decide to use this palette, and I would love to see your looks. Tag me at FloridaNatural83, and I would love to see what you guys came up with. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.